Hello, my loves. Welcome back to this week's episode of I Think I Need Therapy. I wanted to take this time today and talk about appreciation and gratitude because I think those two things are really, really huge things in our lives. Also, it is pouring rain outside, so if you can hear the rain or the cars driving through the puddles outside, I'm so sorry, but yeah, it's currently pouring out. But anyways, appreciation and gratitude are really important things, and sometimes we don't take the time to be grateful or appreciate the things in our lives, even like the small things and the things we might just take for granted in our day-to-day lives. And I just want to take this time today to actually show appreciation for the things in my life, and hope that you guys also realize some things that you can be grateful for right now and today, and find ways to practice gratitude on a daily basis. I know that's something I'm trying to do more, but there's something about it that just like feels relieving, or it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders when you really just take a step back and you're like, wow, wait, like I am so freaking thankful for this right now. Like this is actually amazing. Like these people in my life, I'm so grateful for them. Like how blessed am I to have this life that I'm living? How blessed am I to have woken up this morning? How blessed am I to be able to shower every single day whenever I want to with warm water? How blessed am I to be living in this house and have this comfortable bed to sleep in? How blessed am I that I get to snuggle up in my comfortable bed every single night? And how blessed am I to be doing this right now? Like, taking that time to just realize how blessed we are is so impactful in our lives and for our mental health, actually, in general. When I think about when I was going through a very strong depressive episode, if this can be triggering, then maybe skip this next minute of this bit, or like 20 seconds, but if it's not going to be triggering, then you can listen. Just want to throw that out there. But when I was going through my biggest depressive episode, I would think to myself, like all throughout every single day, I would think about what I was living for and reasons. Well, I mainly was consumed by reasons why I didn't want to live anymore, like reasons to. And that was like what my brain was primarily consumed with, was that all those reasons and all those things. And so I would go throughout my day just like pointing at like, well, this is why I would do it, or this is why I would do it. And I just like, I wanted to so bad. But anyways, clearly I didn't. I'm still here. But I would go through every single day thinking those things, but then I started to think about like, okay, wait, this sunset, like this is a reason that I'm staying. Like this is a reason to stay. And a really big thing was my brother and him just literally being brotherly, showing brotherly love and annoying me. Like that for some reason was like a big reason for me to stay. And I think it's just like feeling loved, like having that feeling that someone actually really loved me, and having that comfort and that appreciation, affection, even though it wasn't really affection. He was just fucking annoying. I mean, he would sit on me while I was comfortably sitting on the couch. That to me was a really big thing and a really big reason why I was like, okay, no, I have to stay because of this. And then like those are the two biggest things I remember, is like seeing the sunsets and just being like, no, like this is a reason to stay. Like I love sunsets. I love seeing the sunset every single night, or spending time with my friends. I'm like, okay, this is a reason to stay. Finding those things in my life that I really, really enjoyed and really appreciated, no matter how big or how small, it was just like finding those things, like this is a reason to stay. And if you're not depressed, then it's like, well, this is something that I'm grateful for today. Like this is something that I really appreciate in my life. And having those things can just help so much, and they helped me so much through that time as well, especially when I was just struggling so hard to find reasons to be alive. Yeah. So anyways, I also think that it's like when you think about yellow cars, you are going to notice every single yellow car. When you're thinking negative thoughts constantly and you're consumed by everything that's going wrong in your life and all these negative thoughts, then that's all you're going to be noticing and continue to notice. And it's going to be harder to see outside of that lens that you have and this like, narrowed vision that you have on just the negative things in your life. So when you start to notice outside of that lens and say like, okay, wait, I'm so grateful for this in my life. Like I actually really appreciate this time that I'm spending every morning going and getting coffee. Like this is something I really actually enjoy doing in my day, and I'm so grateful that I get to do this every day. Then you start to notice all these little things throughout your day and throughout your life that you're like, wow, wait, this is something that like I actually really enjoy. Like I actually really appreciate this. I'm so grateful for this. I actually have a lot in my life that is going good and that is making me happy that you might not even have been consciously noticing. And so, oh my God, is it thundering? I literally just lost my train of thought because I thought it was thundering. Anyways, when you find these moments and these things in your life that bring you happiness, it can increase the joy in your life. It really, really can. So practicing this gratitude, practicing appreciation is really important. Anyways, now that we've gone over why it is so important to be grateful, here are a few things in my life currently that I'm grateful for. And these are obviously going to be bigger events because there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. So like also this doubles as life updates because so much has been happening. So many big things have happened in the past 2 weeks. It is crazy. So let's get right on into it. First, last week I finished all my finals and graduated last Friday. Well, actually, basically 2 Fridays ago. 2 weeks ago. No. But I graduated. I walked across that stage. I got my diploma. It was so fun. And, well, actually, it wasn't fun. I had to stand in line for like an hour and a half. That's not even over exaggeration. It was genuinely an hour and a half just standing outside in my heels and in the gown and in the sun and the heat, and it was like ugh. And then we had to stand there in our line for like an hour and a half, and then finally we all walked to the building that we were having commencement in, the graduation ceremony in. Like all the graduates, we just walked in there together. There was 2 ceremonies for my school, and so I was in the second half, and there was so many of us. It was crazy. But then obviously there's speeches, and then there was actually a really good speech. They didn't feel that long because the one guy who was speaking actually held a really great speech, so I appreciated that. And then we had to go through every single person who was graduating, and I think it's probably like a few thousand of us or something, so it took a while. I was literally up on stage for 2 seconds, if that. But yeah, it was really nice. And the best thing about it is that my family came and surprised me 2 days before, or the day before graduation. So I had practice in the morning, and then I had like a crazy busy day. Because I graduated with the honors program, so I had a little honors program banquet kind of thing to get my cords and to get my little honors certificate. So I was at practice in the morning, and then I had to rush home to get ready for this like banquet thing in like 20 minutes. And in that time that I was home, I like showered really quick, and then I had to like eat a little bit really quick, and my roommate came in as well. Like she was home as well, and we were just like standing in the kitchen trying to like eat some food really quickly, and my mom FaceTimes me, which my mom does not call me because she knows that I'm busy and she's busy. So her philosophy is that if I wanted to call her, like, and I have the time to call her, I will call her, which I literally do. So she doesn't call me, and I was like, why is she FaceTiming me? Like, this must be important. Like, what the heck? And so I answered the phone call, and she's like, oh, like, I wanted to show you my new haircut. And I was like, this is weird, but like also not that weird. Like, what's going on? And then she like, she had the camera like in close to her face, and then she like takes the phone away and she shows me my apartment, and I was like, what? No way. I was genuinely so surprised. I've never had a surprise like that in my life. And I remember growing up, like, I know so many people hate surprises, but I personally am someone who loves surprises. Like, that makes me feel so loved. Like, that, honestly, like, when some like surprises like that genuinely make me feel so loved. And I know a lot of people, it brings them anxiety. Like, a lot of my family members like fucking hate surprises, but I am someone who loves them. And growing up, I'd always want a surprise birthday party, because I don't know, you would hear about them, but I never got one growing up. And I'd always want like some sort of surprise party that all my friends and family put on for me, but I've never gotten one. So I don't know, like, growing up having that kind of like dream, no, that's not a dream, having that like desire, and then having my family fly all the way out here without telling me, and then surprising me for my graduation, just meant so much to me, and was really, really, really sweet, and it was really nice. So yeah, they went to the honors thing with me, saw me get my cords and my certification for that, and then they joined me for like, I had like 2 like different dinners after that as well. So I went to like a picnic with my teammates and brought my mom, and then I went to another like dinner with with 3 of my friends, and then all their families as well, and we're all international, so it's just like there's like 30 of us, and all who speak different languages. And like it was very much broken English, but it was really nice. It was really sweet. And yeah, then I graduated, and they were there for me in the audience, which honestly was really nice because I wasn't expecting them to be there, obviously. And there's moments throughout like the graduation ceremony where it's like, look up at your family and like wave hello, or like look up to your loved ones and like show them appreciation. It was also Mother's Day that day as well. The same day as my graduation was Mother's Day, so they were like, oh, like give your mom like wave to your mom, like give her show her appreciation. So it was really nice to have them there and watching. And it was Mother's Day, so I got to spend it with my mom and my grandma and my sister, because those are the ones who came and surprised me. So that was really sweet and really, really a good weekend overall, kind of. So after that, they left, and then this past weekend, or this past week, I guess, I just got back yesterday from Sacramento, California. I was there for 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I was there for 5 days with my team. We had a big track meet. It's like our biggest one of the year, where we go against all the different schools in what we call our conference. So we were there competing, cheering each other on. We played a bunch of games together too, and had different like team dinners and stuff, and it was such a good time. It was really, really great trip, and I am honestly so thankful. Like, I cannot express enough how grateful I am that I just was able to like come to school here and be on this track team. Like, honestly, it's such a privilege, and I'm so freaking blessed that I was able to have this experience. Even thinking about when I first got here till now, like the amount of growth that I went through, and just like experiences that I was able to have just going to school here, and the places that I got to travel, and the people that I got to meet, and just all this different stuff. It was just the best experience I could have asked for. And literally came here moved to a different country, literally so far from home, moved to a different country so far from home, and I knew absolutely nobody within the area at all. Nobody here. I didn't even know what the school really looked like at all. I just kind of came here and was like, well, okay, hey. And I ended up making the best decision I ever could have made, and making so many great friends. and meeting so many great people and having the best time ever. So, I mean, a lot of shitty things did happen, as we know, but besides those things, it was honestly the best 4 years I could have freaking asked for. So yeah, way to be sappy. Anyways, I was in California, and it was my last track meet too with the team, so that was also bittersweet. These past like 2 weeks have just been so bittersweet because all this great things have been happening, but it's like these are my last, like this, I had my last practice, I had my last class, I had my last time going to the farmer's market, and my last time driving these roads, and my last time seeing these people for who knows how long. So lots of lasts, but it's also just so many great things, and I'm just so grateful for everything. Like even like these past 4 years, like everything that's happened for me to just be who I am now. And I thought I was going to be a hot mess these past few weeks. Like I was fully expecting myself to be crying every single day, like bawling my eyes out at the track meet, like bawling my eyes out after graduation. But I have not dropped a tear. Well, I did. I cried at conference. I cried at our track meet this past week. But that was tears of like happiness and pride because I ended up taking home the third place medal, which I did not think would ever be possible. Well, I thought it would be possible so many times, but I've never been able to perform and execute my performance like properly enough to like get that medal or get any medal at all. And just knowing like everything that I've been through through my sport and through college, and just knowing how much I fought and how like I gave up on my sport, everything like that, and still got to this point where I could finally get that medal, finally get that success, and just feel that feeling of achievement one last time. Like, I don't know if you guys know like the TikTok trend that's going around, and it's like, I almost forgot this was the whole point. And that was kind of the feeling that I got at the meet. I was like, oh, I forgot this was the whole point because I haven't felt that in so long, and not since high school, literally, because in high school it was I would win every single meet. And then I got to college and it was like, oh, now you can't jump as high as you used to jump, and now you're jumping against literally the best jumpers in the world. So I did not come anywhere close to the success I was having in high school, and given I obviously was competing at a much, much higher level. Yeah, so just feeling that again and just being like, wait, yeah, like this is the whole point of doing these. Like this is, like that's the moment that I do the sport for. Like that is the feeling that I've kept going for. And I mean, obviously I just love practice. I enjoy the sport so much. I just enjoy being around my teammates and doing the sport in general. That's obviously why I kept going, but being able to feel that again was just so amazing, so incredible. And that's why I was just bawling my eyes out, because I was just so proud of myself and I was just so happy to be able to wear a medal again. I never thought I would ever get one, and I actually did on my own. So many good times these past few weeks. There's been so much great stuff happening, and just knowing also that I have so much to look forward to in life, knowing that I have the opportunities that I have in my life right now, and that I'm going to Spain, I'm going to be able to have that experience. Like, I am so freaking blessed that I'm able to have that experience. Like, I just feel so blessed that I have this life, and even though so many shitty things have happened to me, and I've gone through a lot of different pain, and like I said, almost did not keep living. So many times I wanted to just stop living, and yet here I am, able to feel so grateful for my life and feel so blessed to have this life. And that is just something that I'm so grateful for. And like I said, moments like this, I'm just like, yes, like that's, I forgot, like this was the whole point. And even though there's not like these big moments so often, there's so many other small moments in life that I'm just like, yeah, like you forget, like the whole point of living is just to feel feelings and to experience different things in life. And I don't know, like having this time with my friends, like genuinely this morning I went to McDonald's with like a bunch of my friends, a bunch of my teammates. There was like maybe 7 of us, I don't know. We just went to McDonald's and had breakfast, and it was just like, that to me just was a moment where I'm like so happy. It brought me so much joy, and I was just like so grateful for that. And something as small as that, I'm just like, yeah, like this is the whole point. This is the whole point of living. So yeah, how blessed are we? How blessed are we to be living on this planet? To be able to hear the rain right now dropping on the ceiling, to be able to hear the birds chirping in the morning. I don't know, just how blessed are we? And I know there could be so many shitty things where like, I'm not blessed, like my life is fucking shit. I get it, but there's always something that you can find within your life to be somewhat grateful for. Yeah. How blessed are we to be breathing in air, clean air? If you're listening to this right now, how blessed are we to be able to have our senses, to be able to hear, to be able to see, to be able to even like feel pain, like that, to be able to feel emotion in some sort. Like that is something to be appreciative of. As much as I hate the pain that I've been through in life, like, you know what, I'm grateful that I was even able to feel pain and to go through all the emotions that I've been through. Yeah. Find something to be grateful for in your life today. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please stick around. I thank you so much for listening, and I wish you all the best week. All the love and light I send to you, and I will talk to you guys again next Tuesday. Okay, bye guys.